All right, man, we back. Goodfellas Sports TV. Let's talk a little bit of baseball. After Washington Redskins, was forced to basically start the search to find a new nickname, a lot of the fans and Redskins fans in particular pointed out that teams like the Cleveland Indians and the Kansas City Chiefs also needed to follow suit and find a new name. So the Cleveland Indians have announced that they are looking into changing their name. After 105 years of being known as the Cleveland Indians, now they may come up with a brand new nickname for the baseball squad out of Cleveland. Let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the videos. Now, one of the things I always wanted to ask, where did the Cleveland Browns nickname come from? I mean, that's a great question. I don't know why the Cleveland Browns are called the Cleveland Browns, and I brought this up in other streams. The Minneapolis Lakers, which are now the Los Angeles Lakers, they have no affiliations with Minnesota anymore in Minneapolis. So why are the Lakers still called the Lakers? Minnesota is known for having lakes. LA don't have a lot of lakes. So, I mean, when you get into the racial part of it, but also the common sense part of it, is some teams that just don't have the correct name. I mean, like the New Orleans Hornets. They wasn't known for having Hornets. That's in Charlotte. I remember I was sitting at the funeral in Charlotte years ago, and the Hornets was flying through the church. This is like late 90s, early 2000s. So they changed to the Pelicans. You know what I'm saying? The Oklahoma City Thunder, obviously, they wasn't the Seattle Sonics or Supersonics no more. They got a new name when they went to Oklahoma City. So some names just don't make sense. But for Cleveland, it'll be interesting to see what they come up with. Maybe the Cleveland Warriors. That's been a name for the Washington Redskins that's been thrown around. But when Washington was forced basically with a gun and a mask to change their name, because a lot of the investors, it was 87 investors or shareholders that was a cumulative of $620 billion, asked Nike and FedEx to not support the Redskins, so they changed their name. I think Cleveland is trying to roll with the punch here and not be out there just sitting there in no man's land and still fighting it. So at this point, with Aunt Jemima, Uncle Ben, and a lot of the other people having to force to change their names and brands change their name, George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Dre'Son Reed, and Ahmaud Arbery, they've all made a positive impact. And the reason it's different from Eric Gardner, Mike Brown, Trayvon Martin is because then everybody had jobs and everybody was essential workers pretty much. Everybody had to go to work to pay their bills. Well, the world is stopping. Economies are stopping. People are starting to regress and go back to stay-at-home orders. Now we can vividly see this problem, and there's no other way to look. You don't have happy hour. You don't have, you be in your bed all day. You don't have, the distraction of picking the kids up, dropping them off at soccer practice, basketball practice. Now you can hone in on this one singular thing. And I think people are starting to actually see that, some of these brand names are blatantly racist towards, some groups of people. So I'd be interested to see where the Indians change their name, but you got the Braves. So they going to have to be up on deck next. Everybody can't have the Warriors, name. The Braves, especially the Braves and the Indians, Cleveland, Atlanta, they can't have the Warriors name. So you also, there's been thrown out the Senators for the Washington, the Red Tails, the Red Hawks, the Warriors, but the thing about it is they want to keep the acronym held to the Red Hawks, Red Tails, no longer the Redskins. So, maybe the Washington Red, the held to the Red Lobsters. That'd be funny, and maybe Red Lobster can sponsor them. But yeah, Cleveland Indians have announced they will change their name. Let me know if you got any suggestions in the comment section. I figured this was happening because there was a lot of Skins fans in a Facebook group, sports group, that said, what about the Chiefs? So the Chiefs going to be up deck next. But Cleveland following suit with Washington. Washington was the domino that's just going to just make all the other dominoes fall. Once they strong arm Dan Snyder, somebody that refused to change the name, and they brought in $620 billion of investors and shareholders, and they wrote letters to Nike and FedEx and other people forcing them to do this. That's what money can do. $620 billion, and plus the $405 million that FedEx paid for naming rights. And also, they told them that he couldn't build a new stadium on JFK ground. That's money is what drove this. Not racial sensitivity, not feeling sorry, not apologizing to the actual redskin people or Native Americans they hurt. Money. So once they really strong arm Dan Snyder, now Cleveland like, hey, we might as well change it. Kansas City, we might as well change it. The Atlanta Braves, we might as well change it. So be prepared for Atlanta to make a statement pretty soon and Kansas City to make a statement. So, hey, let me know what you guys think about it. Appreciate the love, support. Baseball season is starting June 24th or 23rd or something like that. July, 23rd, 24th. I haven't looked forward to baseball in a long time other than when it hit October. And it's not fall unless baseball playoffs, and baseball playoffs are beautiful. And I wish a lot of the youth understood how fun the game of baseball is actually to play. It's not fun to watch no more, but to play it, I have memories. I remember we lost the championship game because the coaches and the parents started arguing. They started pulling players off the field. I'll never forget that, man. So play t-ball, play baseball, and best memories, man. So make sure you throw your kids in baseball and see how good they is. Because can everybody make it to the NFL and everybody can make it to the NBA? Tennis, soccer, other sports, golf. See what your kids are good at, not just box them into the norm. But hey, I appreciate it. Check out our baseball playlist. I think I do have one of those. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. All those links in the description. If you got business question, inquiry, sponsorship, your request, you just want to chop it up, or some YouTube advice, check out our YouTube Builder playlist first, and then you can chop it up with me. But Twitter is the fastest way. Instagram and Facebook. Want to make a donation, just share the video for me. If you haven't subscribed, share the video. It's the best way to donate. And hit the thumbs up button and Cash App, PayPal description. One time for one time. Let me know what you guys think. We gone.